The European starling is not native to America. It is originally from parts of Europe, Asia, and North Africa. It was well known to ancient Romans and Greeks, and both Pliny the Elder and Aristotle wrote about talking starlings. Its first and only scientific name is Sturnus vulgaris, which means common starling. The word starling comes from the Old English word meaning little star. It was first introduced to America in 1890 by a man named Eugene Schieffelin, who was a wealthy New York pharmacist and a member of the American Acclimatization Society. He released around 60 European starlings to Central Park, and the next year he released around 40. The story claims that he wanted to introduce every species mentioned by William Shakespeare to North America. They spread shockingly fast, and farmers initially welcomed them for insect control, but soon realized that they also damaged crops. In Europe, in the 17th to 19th century, they were often kept as pets due to their mimicking abilities. Mozart had a pet starling that could whistle the first few bars of one of his piano concertos. When it died in 1787, he held a mock funeral and wrote it a poetic elegy. European starlings are partial migrants, meaning some populations migrate while others remain year-round. They follow food availability rather than a fixed route. In Britain and Western Europe, many starlings stay all winter and are often joined by flocks from Scandinavia and Russia. Today, in North America, they range all the way from Alaska to Mexico. They can be found pretty much everywhere except for deserts and deep forests. They've adapted quite well to human-modified environments and are very prominent in urban areas. They are cavity nesters and will compete with native species like eastern bluebirds, woodpeckers, purple martins, and tree swallows for nest cavities. Breeding European starlings have iridescent, glossy, purple, green, blue, and black bodies and a yellow bill. Non-breeding starlings have a dark bill and are speckled with white feather tips. Both sexes are identical. Young birds are grayish-brown with a black bill. Apart from mimicking other birds, their songs usually consist of either loud whistles or softer, jumbled warbling, often accompanied by a clacking or rattling of their bills. Male and female starlings have about 10 kinds of calls to communicate different things, but the call you will likely hear the most is the call when made in a flock. One of the most famous things starlings are known for is their flocking habits, called murmurations. Each bird follows the movement of about 7 neighbors, creating an almost liquid appearance. These murmurations can reach up to 10 million birds, with their sound reaching up to 70 decibels. European starlings are also incredibly intelligent. They can mimic other birds' calls and human speech. They are also very adaptable, which has aided in their population growth in America, where there are now almost 200 million birds from just 100 individuals. Many people in North America have a strong dislike for starlings since they are invasive and kick out native birds from their nests, but they are beautiful and fascinating birds, especially in their native range. Well, thank you for watching the European starling biography. We think it's important to remember that you can still appreciate birds even if they're maybe a bit disruptive and not native. But here is the elegy that Mozart wrote for his pet starling, accompanied by part of Sonata Movement 1 by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Here rests a dear fool, a starling. Even in his prime, he had to experience the bitter pain of death. My heart bleeds when I think of it. Oh, reader, give him a tear too. He wasn't bad, he was only a bit cheerful, but also at times a dear, loose rogue, and therefore no fool. I'll wager he's already up there to praise me for this friendly act, without gain, for when he unexpectedly bled to death, he didn't think of the man who can rhyme so beautifully.